Hello, everybody. Russian Madman back with another episode of Random Rants, and yeah, this episode what two or no? It's the third episode I think of Random Rants, and today I'm going to be talking about Multiversus because, quite frankly, I think this game looks super dope, and I am really excited for it. So yeah, I wanted to have a quick little discussion about it, and just kind of wanted to talk about it, just have my thoughts. So. Yeah. So like I've said, I'm excited for this game. A lot more excited than I was, or this game. Just I'm sorry for anyone that's a big fan of the Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, but this just I don't know. It's just way better. It's like what Brawl. It's like what Nickelodeon Brawl was supposed to be, but like with a budget, and with just kind of done better. I don't know, no shame to the Nickelodeon All Star Brawl people, but it was clear that that game did not have a very good budget. I mean, it's pretty clunky and rough around the edges. So it's taken, and like I said, they still don't have things like voice acting and stuff like that. Even though the game is fun, I've played it a few times, but it's not that great. And also, I feel like the IP isn't also the best in the world, especially compared to you got because you got Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, and the thing with that, it's really restricted to just Nickelodeon characters, where this new one, the what's it called again, Multiversus, has all of Warner Brothers IP, which Warner Brothers owns a lot. I mean, if you just look through their catalog, they have stuff from HBO. They have stuff from Adult Swim. They have like a whole bunch of DC is a really big one. Then you got Nickelodeon, just kind of has Nickelodeon because really you look at Nickelodeon, the only big properties, the really big well-known ones, is like SpongeBob, and then I don't know, maybe like Ninja Turtles or something. Where you got the Multiverses has stuff like has the whole DC lineup, has Looney Tunes, has yada yada yada. It just has so much more to it, where so much more stuff people would recognize. So, yeah. And plus, another thing is this one, it's completely free, which blows my mind. I'm surprised no one else has really tried doing I think there might be another free Smash-like game, but it's completely free, and which is really cool because I had to pay $60 for an unfinished Nickelodeon game. But yeah, so what else? And they've been releasing new trailers. So they released a new trailer where they showed off some new characters. I think it was like Iron Giant, Velma, and then like Tasmanian Devil. So this like I said, the what's it called? The roster is looking pretty cool so far. And I've heard some leaks of some other characters that might be coming due to data mines, and it sounds really cool. So, yeah, I kind of want to talk about what characters I thought might kid him, what characters I thought would be cool. Um, I mean, they showed off Iron Giant, so that gives it a definitely a good possibility of some, more because the whole Ridley, it's very similar to the Ridley thing, it being too big. But they showed off Iron Giant, so I figured there would, they might add some other characters. Ones that I thought might be cool. They might, King Kong is I think the most obvious one because that's a really big Warner Brothers. Not really big, but it's a really old Warner Brothers IP, and I feel like they would want to add a classic Warner Bros. IP like, at least I think it's Warner Brothers, right? Or is it Universal? Dude, honestly, I don't remember who owns King Kong, but that's one they probably could put in. Also, Godzilla is definitely a possibility. I don't know the legality of that because Warner Brothers, they don't own Godzilla, I don't think. Oh, I think they partially own Godzilla. It's confusing, but they don't like fully own Godzilla. They just kind of make some Godzilla. I don't know how that works, but that's definitely a possibility. Some other ones I would really like to see is like I said, I don't know the legality of it, but it's a Lego channel, so I kind of have to mention this. It would be any like characters from the Lego movie, like Emmett. I actually saw a leak for him, which I think that'd be really fun. Just incorporate master building, and stuff into a moveset. Now you might say they can't do that because they switched the Lego switched their film rights to Universal instead of Warner Brothers. But if you remember, Warner Brothers, they made the Lego movies with Emmett, so they in theory should still have the rights to Emmett because they created that character. And like I said, Lego just switched over the film rights. So I think Warner Bros. Still has the rights to make like things like Ninjago, and they can make like they can use the Lego characters for advertising and stuff. I think they just lost the film rights to it. That would actually be another cool one if they couldn't do Emmett, some like a Ninjago character. I don't know, like I said, the legality of that, but that would be really cool as well. Some other characters, I saw some mentions that they might add what's a Beetlejuice. It's crazy because you keep on remembering like, oh yeah, Warner Brothers owns that. So there's just a lot of I would really like to see if they had another DC rep. I would really like to see the Joker. I know they probably could add something more exciting like the Flash or something, but I would like to see Joker because so far they've been using like all the original voice actors for this stuff, is really cool. And to hear Mark Hamill as the Joker in this game, that would be really fun. They already got Harley Quinn, so that's a definite possibility in my mind. And yeah, there's so much to it, and the fact that it is free. I mean, we'll see when it comes out how much of it is. They said it's not going to be pay to win per se, but it does seem like what I've seen based on some gameplay is like some of the characters are locked and you have to purchase them with currency. It does seem like you can grind or not grind. It does seem like you could earn that. Earn the currency, but I don't know how grindy it'll be. Like maybe it'll be so grindy that's not fun. You might as well just purchase it anyways. So we'll see how the paid stuff turns out. But it seems like there's gonna be like a battle pass and whatnot. But it does seem you don't have to pay to unlock all the characters. If you do have to pay for some of the characters, that would kind of suck. It would be. I think it would be a lot better if. Maybe it would be. I'm just because I pay characters for Smash, the new DLC characters for Smash Bros. So I don't know how much of a bad thing it would be to pay for characters. If they do it, depending on the characters, I probably would still pay for them. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of. Samurai Jack would be one I would really want to see. I'm just a big Samurai Jack fan. I would love to see Samurai Jack, or maybe. They would never do this, but Spear from Primal. I'm a big fan of Taraskovsky's work, and seeing any of that in the game would be amazing, especially with the original voice actor for Samurai Jack reprising his role. Would be really cool. Maybe having a stage with Aku, or maybe even having Aku as a character, because they've shown, based off Iron Giant, they're willing to put in giant characters, so that would be cool. And then I forgot to even mention the gameplay, and it another thing that makes this game stand out is not only is it just a whole bunch of cool IP, but you could tell the developers are actually trying to do something unique with the gameplay, because they're putting a focus on with like kind of tag team stuff, which is pretty cool, and it's just a little thing that separates it from the other games. Like because there's several times in Smash Bros. When I'm playing it, when I'm playing with one other person, like tag team, I'm always thinking like, well, why can't I shoot my friend and have him parry the attack, or because I think there's like things like what's it called Joker's parry in Smash Bros. I'm like, well, what if I had my teammate hit me to charge me up and then I go attack, things where they actually where the people interact. And it seems like this game's kind of doing that to an extent. Doesn't seem like you can hit each other, but it does seem like there are like certain moves you could do that are just meant to help out your teammate, and it's really cool, and it looks really cool. One thing I am worried about is I've heard the game is pretty floaty, which is a good and a bad thing in my eye, because it's good because that means no character has a bad recovery, is what I've heard. So, you're never going to have a Little Mac scenario where you go off stage and you can't go back, which I think is really cool, because, then it removes because I hate it in like Smash Bros. I'm playing a character and then I die because I just can't get back on stage, that just kind of sucks. It really does suck. So it's cool that they're doing that, and it's an interesting way to try to balance that out. And yeah, but the reason I say it's bad is because I don't really like floaty characters. Like at least in Smash Bros. I've played Smash Bros. What's the character's name? The one with the Kingdom Hearts bullcrap. whatever that character, Sora. Yeah, I hate playing as Sora because of how damn floaty he is. Like, it feels like it takes an hour for him to land on the floor after he does like one jump. So I'm gonna have to see when I actually, get my hands on the game, actually able to play it. Also, I really hope it comes to Switch. It better come to Switch. Like that, yeah, it would be a missed opportunity if it doesn't. Because I mean, I have a Switch and I have a computer. I'd much rather play it on a console than like a laptop or something, where I have to use my mouse and keyboard. Unless I get a controller, but I think I do have a controller somewhere. But I mostly just use mouse and keyboard for anything on the computer. But yeah, I need to think of some more. And if you guys have any character ideas, please leave them below because it's hard to even memorize everything that Warner Brothers has. And it seems like there's gonna be more character announcement. I really like the cinematic trailer they did. It's weird because they didn't announce characters; they just kind of showed characters in the trailers. Is how they announced them, and then you just kind of like, okay, they're in the game. There's no like splash screen or nothing, but it is still pretty cool, and I hope they do more cinematic trailers. And like I said, so this seems like this could be like the next Smash Bros. It could be the new big thing. Nickelodeon tried. It kind of failed because, I mean, they did announce some new characters, but still no voice acting. There still doesn't seem to be a lot of hype around Nickelodeon. I mean, there's a few people like Papa Gino's trying to hype it up, but I mean, I don't think it's really catching on. I do think this will catch on because it's just everything's so recognizable, and it's a really big IP pull. It'd be like if Disney were to do it. It's like one company that owns a lot of IP. Like, hey, why don't we just use this for a crossover fighter? And this seems like a really, really cool option. And like I said, because it's free, you could basically just play it with anyone. That's what I love. I mean, I love playing Smash Bros, but not everyone owns Smash Bros. I can't play it against people, even though, because they just don't spend money on games. I can go to my friend's house and like, hey, want to play this? Want to play as Shaggy going Ultra Instinct, beating up Batman? They're like, oh, I don't have the game. I'm like, no worries, it's free. So it just makes it way more accessible, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. I didn't get the closed. I don't know. I didn't sign up for the closed beta, so I'll just probably wait until the open beta comes out. I think in July or something. But yeah, I'm excited for this. This seems like a really interesting game, and there could be some really cool characters. Like I said, any DC characters could be cool. Dude, they add Russian Batman. Ha, it's so funny. I'm just kidding. Ooh, it'd be cool if they actually did have like the. Well, there is an actual comic book with a Russian. What was it, like the Red Sun storyline? That'd be cool to see as a skin. And also, like I said, some of these skins look really cool. Like, also skins have different voice lines, which it kind of blew my mind. Like you have, like Shaggy has an alternate skin for I think his uncle Shaggy Worth or something, and his voice lines are completely different. So, which is really cool. And like I said, I love all the voice lines because, I mean, you have Smash Bros has some voice lines, but not to the extent this game has, where it has all these different voice lines, all these different interactions between characters depending on who you pair with, and it's like going through like Mortal Kombat and like seeing all those voice lines. It's just really cool. It's a really cool thing to add, and you could really tell that this game is, it's a big game. It has a big budget, and it's completely free. And yeah, it just seems really cool, and it seems like it's gonna be something that catches on. I don't think it's gonna be a one-time thing that fades out like Nickelodeon did. Especially if they continue adding characters, continue adding content. I feel like as long as that content continues to be free to an extent, that would be cool. Something, yeah, because I mean, I don't know how it'd feel with paying for other characters. I guess it would be kind of fine if it's past the base game, but still, yeah, and that's all I really have to say. Yeah, it's kind of just my random thoughts on it. It'd be really. I've also heard they might even do third-party characters too, which is cool. I heard this rumor or saying there was in the code saying there might be 11 from Stranger Things, which that just sounded kind of crazy. I mean, 11 out of all things, but I would love to see it. I would love to see basically any and every character, get in the game, and yeah, it just sounds really cool. So. Yeah, if you have anything to add in the comments, any character speculation, please put that down there. If if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and have an excellent day. But more important than that, you should go watch the 2011 film Rango. If they had Rango to this game, that would be cool. Even though Rango is actually, I think, owned by Nickelodeon, interestingly enough. So if they add him into Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, then it's instantly better than Smash Bros. And Multiversus. But as it is now, it's kind of the lower end. But go watch Rango and have a wonderful, lovely day. All right, see ya. Ciao. Bye.